we have an 8-player map like last time. I'm not sure if you remember. We had Greenville Woods, which is a very small map, and those guys are used to fight quickly and from 1v1. So yeah, I'm very curious how they will adapt to the big maps here in the FFA.
I mean, they had a lot of chances now to watch a lot of FFA every Monday, and of course in the Warcraft Champions finals, so they should have at least an idea that it's very expansion heavy, and that we usually start to unfold tier 3 on multiple bases with 3 heroes. But just because that's what we normally see doesn't mean that we will see it here today. But let's introduce these players. In the teal, representing Bremen Esport, is BoomWolle. He's the neighbor of our red player in the top, also representing Bremen Esport. So the Bremen guys in the north, how fitting. In StarRave. And at the bottom, we got my dear colleague Link, as well as Mr. Anonymous or Mrs. Anonymous.
Yeah, very likely. So yeah, you already named it. Those guys know each other, the top 2 players. So it's always an interesting dynamic, right? Like if you know each other, is it more like you want to face off each other and show who's the strongest? Or is it more like soft play? And let's see how the game unfolds. So yeah, very curious about this one.
Okay, let's check the heroes first. If people are making the first mistakes here. The Anonymous player with the Blade Master. That's normal. The humans with an Archmage, but no... I see the first mistake. RulaZ, I see the first, or at least stylistic choice. Let's put it that way. No lumber mill builds.
No lumber mill builds, yeah, and there are 2 more mistakes I can see by the human players, so maybe you can find one more.
The base is pretty cramped. You probably don't want that.
Great. Exactly, like we have 2 totally different bases, but both of them are not ideal for FFA. Let's put it like this: like blue, which is Link, has his base pretty closed, and yeah. StarRave has it pretty clumped up, so both is not what you want in FFA. You want to have as wide of a base as possible. You want to move there. You want to have space for towers that guard you. And I just wanted to say that the second mistake is the early Arcane Tower. But we can see that there is an early rush, so it's perfect that he went for it, because otherwise this would be already pretty annoying. I mean, I guess it still is. Wow, sacrificial skull drop even. So yeah, we have some non-soft play for sure here.
Yo, BoomWolle, poor guy, I'm not too sure. He's the guy punishing StarRave at the moment with only 2 ghouls, but we can see that this base is actually perfect to trap your opponents in it.
It's a perfect base. What am I even talking about? Everything lines up absolutely perfect. Level 2 against 75 XP, DK, no health, no mana. So yeah, that didn't pay off for BoomWolle, as it usually doesn't. Like even if he would be able to take out StarRave after 5 more minutes, he would be so far behind in comparison to blue and purple. So yeah, that's a big difference between 1v1 and FFA. Weakening one player is not doing you any good because you slow yourself down, and the other 2 will be very thankful because you leave them even more creeps on the map to creep.
We have a Fiend build up now for Boomy, but he's creeping with ghouls. At least there's that. No second Necropolis, no ultra fast tech. I assume he doesn't really know crest builds or anything. But on the orc side, we see quite the FFA standard with the illusion creeping in general, a lot of creeping. So the bottom side seems to be a bit more experienced than the top side.
Yeah, let's see if the experienced FFA player is also losing his hero. As you know it from some other experienced players.
Don't want to call out Lilu like that.
Nice crit, just in time, of course. And yeah, we can see definitely purple, even the off-raising, definitely goes with a nice build. We see a fast expansion, we see a tech that is already running, we see the shredder that's just in time. And will we see the first aggression now on bottom side? And no, as it is common for FFA players. They rather go for the more passive approach. Let's rather creep and get some items, get some levels, and get more gold, because that helps more than what the top side is doing. I mean, at this point, I think it's totally fair that the human is putting on some pressure, because once you get rushed, there is pretty much 100% likelihood that you will get continued being attacked. So yeah, do what you think is best against that. And as he has his expansion up, he's in a pretty good spot, even though he double-clicked TP, I guess, because he didn't TP to the main, so he's far away from the wall. But yeah, that's fine. The wall is already up. But of course, the tag is heavily delayed, and finally we have the hero loss here against the creeps.
Yeah, the creeps coiled him. Bye-bye, Blade Master. Nice to see creeps finally get their revenge from being punished. And speaking of punishment, Link going for the offensive. So we have a fight in the north, we have a fight in the south. Link trying to capitalize on the loss of a hero here.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely fine, because there are some very hurt headhunters now, and you can definitely go for them. If he pulls back, that's perfectly fine as well, because then you signalize, look, I could have killed you, but I don't go for it.
Right
so
on.
better don't go for me as well. And yeah, that's also very fine, because this creep camp alone, I think, makes up for all the headhunters that he could have gotten if he went for the attack. So yeah, perfectly fine. He's now in position to the tavern, so he can get a second hero, like a panda if he wants. Or he can just go ahead and creep more, while we see another attack. As we said, once there is an attack, they're not gonna stop, and they will push through. And still tier 1, tech not started. That's very 1v1-ish like, but yeah, maybe even in 1v1 you already have to tech after this point in time.
Yeah, I guess so. Also on the undead side, no second base, playing in a very one-on-one fashion, trying to steal some creep camps away, even though the entire right-hand side is up for grabs. But yeah, we will see this more and more. And what we also see is a sub by Stork. Thank you very much for an entire year. FFA is the best. Thanks for the continued coverage. All pleasure.
And yeah, nice. We have a panda second, so maybe started some replays here. I'm not sure. Or at least watched some casts. Because yeah, he picked up stuff like go for double barracks, double sanctum, build some towers at your expansion. And yeah, of course you are used to make kind of a wall of build as a human. So yeah, I think that Link is definitely the one who prepared the most for this. And of course also the Orc, losing his Blade Master, doing also very good.
Especially by losing the Blade Master, yep. In hindsight, I guess you can call it a deny. In the north, we continue our one-on-one. Just with footies, of course, just with fiends. There's nothing super scary about it, even though DK and Lich are out and Blade Master is on a mission to go to the right-hand side, where there's still 2 red spots and 3 bases as well.
Oh, did you get the last hit?
Huh? What did I miss?
The red Archmage went for a creep check and might have gotten the last hit on the big one.
Ooh, okay, getting 2 fights at the same time then. Panda is here, maybe a bit ambitious by StarRave.
Yeah, that's always something that I find interesting. Like, if I was in his shoes, I would be super happy that I survived the early attack and not want to aggro an additional player here. So yeah, confidence, I would say.
Yeah, for sure, confidence. Not getting overeager or being bloodthirsty. No. By Link, we get tier 3 double rags blacksmith, so knights gyros, I guess, at least something in the realm of possibilities.
Yeah, he forgot the blacksmith, I would say, because usually you already want to have like 1-1, 2-1 on the way or something like this, upgrades wise, and of course also like 2 workshops, so yeah, he missed out on that. But other than that, I think he was doing very, very fine in this game. By the way, do you know the shortcut where you can show the creep camps on the minimap?
Oh no,
something.
maybe
someone
Alt
knows.
A or Alt R, but I don't want to like have the or G.
Oh, R, perfect.
R, yeah. See, just go through all the letters in the alphabet, and at one point you're gonna get it, as long as you know the key is Alt.
Alright, and we see the Undead now going for Gargs. So one base Garg play with some Fiends. I'm not sure where he got this from. Like, there's a little bit of a 1v1 touch, a little bit of an FFA touch, but yeah, missing the expansion. So yeah, I'm not sure, did he scout anything? No, not really, because StarRave just arrived at tier 2 himself, so no way he could have air units at this point. So yeah, still the bottom right half of the map belongs to the Orc. And yeah, I think Link slowly but surely has to think about what to do, because he's running out of creeps on his side. So yeah, next thing would either be go north, there's a one red camp, or go across the map. But as we know, that's already been prepped. Or he goes for an attack, which might be the case as he's pushing into upkeep here, 56 supply, and has also a lot of gold on the side. So yeah, it would be a pretty good timing for him to not fall too far behind on the XP count, which he already is, honestly. Orc creeping is very good, and yeah, especially if you have once half of the map for yourself. So yeah, gonna be not too easy, but he's nicely splitting away the Archmage so that Panda and Paladin are getting the XP. Like, Paladin level 3 is the dream that you can have for the first fight. Level 2 is kinda mandatory. Like, everything, like level 1 Paladin in an 80 supply fight is usually, yeah, dying pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like this, and then he's not getting XP for a long time, and then he will end up with level 6, 5, 3, 6, 5, 2, and that's not what you want to have. And yeah, this is the first attack now by the human player. 49 supply only for the Orc, so yeah, very greedy here. He went for 2 expansions and creeping. So yeah, let's see if he is gonna be able to hold this.
The heroes, of course, the strongest asset. Knights should fare well against headhunters if they can reach the back line, but maybe they're gonna be stomped before or purged, as we see on the footman. And with
yeah,
that,
Blade Master, of course, your biggest asset. And yeah, Bloodlust always looks very scary, so maybe Link is overestimating the supply. Like, this Headhunter supply is oftentimes a little bit misleading. Like, it oftentimes looks like this is 70 supply or something. But no, it's actually only now in production. And yeah, I think he could be more confident taking this fight. Even though, of course, we already have Shadowhunter level 3. Missing the Drunken Ace, I guess. So yeah, let's see how this fight goes. Blade Master already wreaking havoc here.
Kodo comes in, didn't eat yet. Archmage under attack by Blade Master. Kodo also pretty hurt, but there's no real backline at the moment. Blade almost kills the Archmage, indeed.
Oh, and now we have the human coming from the north.
Oh no!
Is he helping or is he teaming? Now I'm curious. Like, this is pretty much saved by the bell here, it looks like.
Yeah.
From nowhere.
Helping each other. There was a storm wall coming, but one of the wind to cancel that. Bit unfortunate. On the other side, dodging the storm. That was nicely done.
Yeah.
No crit.
Look at the base now. Like, you are super.
Oh no! I mean, that's what happens to human players on all levels of the game.
Yeah, and that's why you want to have an open base. You don't want to be pushed into your own base. And now Link asks why. I'm not sure. Why did human move back, or what's the why here?
Maybe why am I portaling into that position?
But yeah, he's a nice army. Knights versus Headhunters, pretty good. Also Knights versus Heroes, pretty good. So yeah, that's what I said. He could be more confident taking this fight, and now actually is. And Yeah, and that's still only on the human. So, yeah, humans should care more about the undead, I would say.
Yeah, especially since he's now on 2 bases. That was uncalled for. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm also very curious about the chat here and these non-super try-hards FFAs. Like, will it stay friendly, or will it sometime turn around?
Yeah, I can see Link trying to manipulate a little bit.
All right, maybe let's reveal more information about the anonymous player. He is an undead player.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
How?
Just my guess that the person would like to pretend that he has some like chores to do and he's busy and tell that to me, and then end up being the anonymous player in the FFA night.
All right. Wow. That's impressive, honestly. That's very impressive.
Yeah, to everybody here, our dear friend Ghost said, "Sorry lads, I can't do tomorrow. However, I'm more than sure you and Neo can handle things. Much love and have fun. Hope it's a wild one." That was Ghost, and the ping is fitting. I can see him off racing here. He's playing like he has watched some FFAs before. My guess would be Ghost.
Yep, you are totally right, and also 375 APM. That's what we get from this cottage blood.
All that haggis feeds him up to high APM.
And yeah, he's doing well here against Link, it looks like, but Link a little bit overstrained on a macro, like 2.7k gold on one expansion. That's not what you're used to have in a 1v1 either. So yeah, go. Pump.
Let's go, Link! Defeat him!
6 production buildings.
Exactly. Might be a little overwhelming here. On the other side...
Maybe watch all of FFA and things like, at 3k gold, it's time to play that and start betting.
That would be a little early, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't feel comfortable. Nobody else is willing to help this time.
Yeah, and he's only 10 supply down and has a decent bank, so yeah. A little bit more confidence, my dude.
He'll come back with a vengeance. Got a scroll of healing now. In the north, we have a very, very, very peaceful situation after that early game rush. But Ghost isn't done here yet.
Okay, see, there you go. He's smelling that 50 supply if he loses 10 more.
Yeah.
Why are you killing me? Alright, yeah. He's going full FFA style, I guess.
The only thing missing is a bad game.
Oh, and now the undead. He doesn't care at all.
Ooh.
He's the
no! BoomWolle with the backstab. Oh, poor Link.
And now the cross map by StarRave.
Okay, things are getting wild.
Really wild game. Oh,
Link's Archmage is dead though.
Extra feeling, but it's all not enough here to save it. So we have suddenly some cross map action without any chatting.
Peace, Blue. Right. Okay, yeah, nice job. One's killing my base, the other's killing my army. Yep. But Ghost allows Link to live. And Link is triggering his inner Todd. Why are you teaming me?
And yeah, decent levels here by BoomWolle, but that being said, he only has on 2 heroes as far as I can tell.
Yeah, he's saving the 3rd hero for later. He didn't make up his mind yet.
Yep. I mean, maybe because he's on 83 supply, he thinks like, a hero would be 88, so it's easier to get back to 80 like this.
Oh, double destroyer morph. And off we go. Feels like BoomWolle isn't done here yet. And we don't have... Okay, we have 2 workshops. Link also has enough resources. He needs gyros.
Yeah, bad news for you is that the other two are also fighting, so there's not gonna be any help for you. And yeah, also the big problem here for StarRave is that he has 3 tanks, so that's 12 totally useless supply.
Plus,
and he's facing level 5 Blade Master.
Yeah, plus the tanks in the production, so that's 20 useless supply. Would be great against Gargs, would be great against buildings. Horrible versus Orc.
And again, it would be nice to have a more open base, so that you're not losing all your units by going back, and have a little bit more surface area fighting from there. But yeah, now Knights coming into play again. One Kodo already has one in its belly, and the second one also looks quite hungry, if you ask me.
Link desperately trying to come back, got some combat items, is trying to evacuate a little bit, but no workers on the map for him, so whatever dies now has a hard time to come back, just like this Archmage.
Yep, like if Link wants to stay in this game, he has to evacuate some militia, otherwise these are his last ones.
Well, we might have to see if Link taps out earlier or StarRave. He's still fighting though.
Yeah, 200 gold and as I said, a lot of useless supply, but now he's doing fine, I think. I'm not sure if Ghost should commit into this base here.
Yeah, the Griffins look fine, the Rifles are still alive, the Paladin is back from being staffed.
Yeah, that was quite nice.
And the Gyros are also getting killed because they were left over. Aye. And now BoomWolle has enough, leaves Link alive. But yeah, this is gonna be very, very tough to come back from if he even has a worker left.
Yeah, that's what I said. It would have been time to evacuate, and as I can see on the units tab, there is no worker left but one Zeppelin, so 50% of a good job. Got the Zeppelin but no worker in it. And yeah, of course, no level 6 Paladin.
The salt! I can smell the salt through the air.
Yeah, I mean, Link honestly really sounded ambitious here. Like, he tried to implement a lot of the good things about FFA. But yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't take the fight against the Orc. Like, it was like 10 supply down with 6 production buildings and 3k gold. And yeah, didn't take the fight, but instead ran onto the map straight into BoomWolle's arms. And StarRave is not attacking the Orc. No, he's going on BoomWolle again.
With tanks, and that helps a lot against Undead. Yeah. That's the main base.
Only the tanks have a use.
Hey! StarRave is embracing FFA mannerisms, I feel. Oh, in the meantime, BoomWolle's army is getting called by Ghost. Oh boy, what a disaster!
Oh, yeah, that's bad. And level 6 Blade Master, that's super strong. And it's not like StarRave is the villain here. I think it's definitely Ghost at this point.
Yeah, they have to do something about Ghost. His heroes are way too strong. Boom had some expansions up, so that's a bit scary. And he did some damage earlier. But yeah, it's definitely about eliminating Ghost.
Yeah, and Ghost is well aware of his position, so he doesn't care that BoomWolle dies. Pretty much the opposite. He is glad that he is that weak, and also Link is that weak, and StarRave is not going to be a threat for him with level 5 reduce to 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
But I mean, Ghost always mentions how weak Undead is, so you might want to save that for later.
Yeah. So it would be about time for some communication, guys.
Yeah. I mean, they could tell each other that Ghost is the one who destroys everything. On the other side, Link is hoping for Ghost to do something and help him out and let him survive.
Yeah, I mean, both, I guess, are aware that Ghost is a big threat, as StarRave had to TP out against him, and BoomWolle is just currently dying against him. So yeah. Okay, he has a TP. But this doesn't look like it's enough. Also, Ghost, I'm not sure what he's waiting for. He has 9k gold and is an 80 supply. So, like, if you want to win 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, you always have to go 100. Because that's your biggest chance to win it. And killing with level 6 DK and the entire army, I guess, is also pretty good in order to win again.
FFA rules are pretty special. Neither of the newer guys is thriving necessarily. DK down, Lich down, and that's not even a third hero. So I think StarRave is the only threat to Ghost at this point.
Yeah, but it's 9.6k gold versus 70 and level 655 versus 532. That's
problematic. Problematic.
Alright, let's see what StarRave's plan is in order to salvage the situation.
I mean, at least BoomWolle has income that could help them against Ghost. Link, as we said, has no work on him. Yeah. Well, Link is fighting now. He's had enough of that Bat Rider. And he's not fighting anymore. He's out. This is perfect for Ghost.
Yep. And there you can see FFA has a lot of its own skill. Like, it's a lot of scouting, a lot of evaluating situations. Because, I assume everyone here is playing for his win. But it's gonna be tricky for either StarRave or BoomWolle. Let's take a look at this fight.
Yeah, would be nice if there's some undead help now, but Ghost, Shadowhunter in a bit of trouble. Gets the U wave out.
This Shadowhunter here, Hail Mary play. Nicely rescued to the side. And yeah, the Blade Master is just such a big damage dealer. Not the biggest inventory even, but still, it's definitely enough at this level. Is there a Stormbolt? But this might be enough for the Shadowhunter.
Boom.
Yeah, alright, it's a decent level up.
And the supply?
Is actually fighting really well.
He is. Seems to be a bit better. The Knights are a great help, but this Archmage is in trouble. Oh, needs a TP ASAP and gets it out. But now, next hero on the menu, and that's a double crit. How unfortunate for the Paladin. But from all heroes, Paladin is, I guess, the one he can afford to lose.
Yeah, still. Now I guess BoomWolle gets taken out, and there are 3 tanks, which means that's level 6 TC. Yep. Realizes. And yeah, he's conveniently sitting on 10k gold behind all this. So yeah, I think Link had a very good chance here to take him out, but yeah, he pulled back when he didn't have to, and then he lost confidence.
Yep.
Seeing the bloodlusted orc army.
That's right. Poor BoomWolle has to rebuild from scratch. Nothing left here in the main, but I mean, StarRave is on 3 bases, so is Ghost. Both will end up on 80 again, but yeah, Ghost is unfortunately also very, very, very rich. So catching up in that regard as well.
Goes into high upkeep. And yeah, that's exactly what he has to do. Because 80 versus 80, as we can see, can look quite even. 80 versus 100 he can lose, and 100 versus 80 he will never lose. So I guess.
And BoomWolle is attacking StarRave. No, you gotta combine your forces. You gotta join your forces. This is not the way.
Yeah. That's of course also if you are new to FFA. Like you need perfect scouting, and if you attack someone, you better be sure that it's the correct move. But yeah, it might be a correct move to donate the DK.
Yeah,
to StarRave.
That was totally on purpose. To help StarRave level up. This tank won't do much against Tauren and the Blade Master, unfortunately. Time to rebuild an army, maybe, like break Griffins, but nothing's really good against Tauren. Knights Griffins is expensive.
Yeah, usually against Tauren you either want Griffins or a lot of Sorceress. And go with the kiting and some polymorph.
Are under attack.
Yeah, this is something a one-on-one player never thinks about.
Yeah, that's true.
Did Boomy tech? No. Okay. Lots and lots and lots of fiends then.
Yeah, still no communication, and again incorrect place here. Incorrect play by BoomWolle.
Player's forces are under attack.
And I'm not sure, is StarRave feeling like he is ahead and it's correct by the undead? But on the other hand, he also attacked the undead and he shouldn't have. So
Yeah, some
a little bit of a feud here.
revenge for sure. That's some free experience for StarRave. Alright. And we got mass teleport now.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, he's defeated in the middle of a 100 supply army with 62 supply. Oh, right.
Oh, that's not good. Oh,
Can't go well.
all these knights are disappearing against the pulverize. Ay. Blade Storm on top of this as well to have a solution against Breakers. Hex against the mass telly. And this is StarRave's army. Ouch. Yep, everything falls here. Poor soul, that wasn't the right call. Nice game, GG, well played. And with that, only BoomWolle is left. And he's still on tier 1. Yeah, Ghost unstoppable.
So I would be curious what BoomWolle is thinking now. Like, is he thinking, oh, nice, second place? Or is it more like, oh, yeah, this Orc army looks beatable. Let's continue playing.
Well, he's getting up to Fiends against Blade Master, TC, Tauren, Walkers, Bloodlust, and Kodos. But yeah, on the other side, he probably didn't see much of Ghost recently. Was mostly up against StarRave.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well then, let's see if there's enough towers, if he can hold somehow. And then bank on his 2 heroes. Because it's all he got at the moment. At least some economy harass, but now that's a rude wake-up call. Okay. This is the base with most towers, but it's only narrow towers, that poor soul. Oh, this rigs of desperation. Fiends are getting slaughtered in seconds. Is there even a TP? Yes, there is, but only after a death and decay. With that, it's a 1-for-1 base trade, more or less.
Actually, I thought that Ghost would have a harder time here. He is off racing, and 2, I think, in the initial 1v1s. I would have seen him more as an underdog, even though I'm not exactly sure what the solo MMR is of these other players, but something like 1800 maybe?
I'd say way lower.
Link, isn't he higher?
Link is 1450 maybe by now.
Oh, okay.
BoomWolle 1200, StarRave 1400-ish.
Ah, okay. My bad then. Yeah. I also don't know what Ghosts are like.
Oh, late storm into Fiends. Aye.
Ah, beautiful. That's so beautiful to watch.
BoomWolle is trying hard, but Ghost wins it in the end. Another quick FFA night. You just don't want to spend time with me anymore.
Yeah, was kind of to be expected with the rookie nights. We already had this before. As there is just not this perfect coordination, where there's this perfect balancing down to the last buildings. Everyone is aware of the gold count of the other guys. So yeah, FFA is a difficult game to balance if you want to play it perfectly. If not, then it's mostly a very snowbally game. Like if you get up your macro right and then win your first 1v1, you're just getting stronger and stronger. And yeah, we saw that Ghost.
Exactly. So this maybe goes to show, or this raises the appreciation that we have for the regular FFA people, that they always have the perfect information and make the perfect decision making. Here it was a little more chaotic and wild, and sometimes that leads to super awesome, amazing games, and sometimes it doesn't. But still, appreciate the fact that everyone spent their time with us, for us, tried their luck. For some players, probably sweet experience. For others, not so much. But hey, at least Ghost has a good evening.
Yeah, and there's so much room to improve. Like if they would watch the